Outlast, when they had the DLC that came out a couple years ago for the first Outlast, there was some weird genital mutilation, we will just say, that I'm just like, what the fuck?
In what?
In Outlast, the DLC for Outlast from a couple years ago. And that also spurred some controversy. And to me, I'm like, look, you do what you want. Like, I understand freedom of creativity and speech, stuff like that. But at the same time, I don't really feel like playing that type of shit. And secondly, imagine how much coding goes into a genital mutilation scene.
Oh, I thought you said general mutilation.
No,
you
I said
genital
genital
mutilation.
And it was like it was genital mutilation on a guy. So that's probably a little bit less controversial, but it's still pretty fucking controversial. Like cutting wangs off, that's weird.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I understand the slippery slope of you don't want any like regulatory committee in the government to get involved too much on, what you can and can't do in video games.
Well,
because
as long as you rate it correctly.
Yeah, or exactly, and that's the thing.
As long as people know when they're buying something that they're buying something like that, and that it's not like this hidden thing. You're not selling Mario with genital mutilation. You're selling a horror game with a rating that goes along with that.
Yes, but to me, I'm also like, at least warn me, because I like horror games. I'll go play some crazy shit. I like doing that, but at least warn me so I'm not just being like watching this going, I wonder what's going to happen. And I'm like, his wang is just sticking out right there. There's a knife getting a little bit closer to it, and I go, no! What the fuck? That was probably my exact reaction when I was watching that scene.
You also didn't like Night Satan.
What the fuck is Night Satan?
Night Satan is something I had you watch like a year ago, and you did not like it.
Oh, yeah. It just looked really bad quality and shit. I didn't like it.
No, but you didn't get it.
Man, fuck you. Maybe I'll watch it again. What the man? Don't fucking talk down to me like I don't understand. Like
I just don't know if you're sophisticated enough to get it.
Okay, what didn't I get? The mutilation of it, or what?
I'm just kidding. No, there was a humor in it. I think you were looking at it from a serious standpoint.
I understand. Okay, so like Kung Fury, that's a humorous, like goofy, gory.
This is right on par with that.
Whatever. I didn't think that, but maybe I need to go back and watch it. Now that we became like a lot better friends over the last year because we kind of had, we didn't have a falling out or anything. We just didn't really talk that much. Maybe I will actually understand and appreciate what send it to me again tonight. I'll watch it. Anyway, okay. So real quick before we leave this topic, I want to say, is GTA going to be changed at all on GTA 6 versus GTA 5 on what they can show or do? Because
I think they'll do more because
you think they'll do more inappropriate shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm okay with that actually because GTA. I don't want GTA to be censored. I don't want them to like take a step back and be like, "Oh, are we going to offend people with this one scene that's actually just for comedic purposes?"
Well, I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is their chance to make something a little more scaled back in that regard,
which makes sense because that's. But at the same time, I bet there's a bunch of like chauvinistic shit in there because if you didn't,
you could probably go to saloons and things.
Yeah. Well, but if you didn't have some type of chauvinism that represented the 19th century culture, then it would be like, it wouldn't even be like a realistic Western style game. I mean, you can make it to where you're clearly saying these dudes that manhandle women and do whatever the hell they want, they're frowned upon, but like that was the culture back then. And you don't want to like deny the historical culture of what was going on in the 19th century. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah. But I think, it probably will have a mature rating either way.
I'm sure it is. Yeah. That's a guarantee.
But GTA, you can like have sex with hookers like in your car. Like I'm not expecting that from Red Dead Redemption 2.
Unless it's like like even on Westworld and shit, they have
Well, could you do that in the first game or no?
I don't remember. It wasn't like a part of what even on fucking GTA. I'm not always running around picking up prostitutes. I'm usually
no, I know, but we all know that you can do that because. And at a certain point, somebody told you.
Yeah, and they still will have that, I guess, aspect in the game.
It's not like I was riding around trying to pick up prostitutes. Like, you had to figure this out.
Car, somebody... Fred? They just got in your fucking car. They thought you were a nice young man.
Right. I was like, this broad want to ride? What if I drive into the bushes? Oh.
Jesus. Yeah, you're right. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm curious about GTA 6. that'll be a big tell. Because, Red Dead Redemption, you can be a little bit more scaled back because of just the nature of what it is. But it's still going to be very outlaw, blah, blah, blah shit. But as far as modern culture and what it relates to with sexual themes and things like that, I'm very, very curious to see what GTA 6 does years from now whenever we get it. Because, I don't think they should, try to stray away from what made them a franchise. Just, be intelligent about it. Like, don't have some crazy, stupid plot that's, like, way too controversial. Don't do some fucking agony-style shit.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, GTA is going to be more of the... Like, they probably want to make it more and more appealing to a bigger audience over time, right? GTA 5 has been around for at least 5 years. That's a company, not just thinking, like, console generation in terms of, like Sony thinks, like, this is a console generation. Most games will have a game that starts the console generation before, then within about 3 years, they release a sequel mid-generation, right?
Right.
Like all the 2K games, all of those games, a lot of other games, whatever, Call of Duty, whatever. They come out with sequels often. GTA launched before or at the same time as PS4, and now I don't think we're going to see a sequel to GTA until the next generation. Like,
I know,
they're doing
agree,
a generation game, not just a console.
But don't forget, GTA 5 came out for the 360 PlayStation 3 generation.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I just said.
Oh. I was trying to see if I got banned from the Thanos.
I see. That's fine.
Separate. But Thanos did nothing wrong. Okay, I see what you're saying then. Yeah, it's going to be...
All right, so I said they started like end of PS3, Xbox 360, and they're going to go, I think, all the way until the complete next generation with this game.
Yeah.
Like, that's big. So now what I think what they're going to do is they're going to say, how do we make GTA what GTA has always been, but at the same time... win over the parents who don't want their kids playing GTA because it has all this shock value? Or do you think they're going to just press harder and just like embrace that that's what they're known for?
I don't know. I'm curious to see. We'll see what happens. But
I think from a company standpoint, they're probably thinking, if we're going to have a game that's around for 5 to 8 years, how do we make it the most appealing that we possibly can so that over that period of time, we're getting more customers, more or less.
Yeah.
There are people,
but
they're like, it's still on the top of the charts in 2018.
There's probably going to be some fucking backlash if they do go that way, which is fine because that's a small, loud part of the internet that I'm sure they're going to be bitching about certain things, but I'm whatever. I'm cool with just, you do your fucking thing, you make what you want, as long as it doesn't hurt others, then it's fine.
You know what we do know? And they don't even have to tell us. There's going to be a female lead in this. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing. GTA 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You think that?
Absolutely.
You know who I fucking grew up loving and idolizing was fucking Ripley from Alien, Sarah Connor from Terminator, and the fucking bride from Kill Bill. Like, those are fucking 3 amazing characters. Wait, hold on. There's one more I'm missing. There's another franchise in the 80s that had... Oh, fucking Halloween. Jamie Lee Curtis's character is fucking bad. Like... all those female characters should be what all kind of like strong.
What about Jill Valentine?
Yeah, that was like in video games, I guess. I see what you're saying though. Yeah, she might have been one of the first like big badass protagonists in video games for the modern era. But I will say, people should learn write great characters, and I don't give a shit what race. I don't give a shit what religion. I don't give a shit what. Sexual preference they have. I'm okay with whatever the hell they are. So when GTA makes a female lead, if they're one of the playable characters, I'm all about it. A perfect example of that is Horizon Zero Dawn. Fucking loved her character, and it had nothing to do with the fact that they were forcing a female character on me. It was like, oh, she's just a badass from the get-go, right. And I could tell that, and you grew with her character throughout the game. I loved it. It was great.
And like Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice.
Yes, there's so many good examples of just make a character. If they happen to be female, male, if they happen to be a minority, I don't give a shit. Just make something interesting, and I'll support the shit out of it.
Totally.
I don't know. I'm kind of went off on a tangent there, but
it's fine.
GTA,
no, I agree with you.
If you want to do that GTA, that's a great way to.
Yeah, I wasn't saying it as a bad thing at all. It was more me saying like, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I didn't think it was.
They're going to have to appeal to more people,
and
that's how they're going to do it.
Yeah, I wasn't taking it as a bad thing at all. I think that should be the case. That should be fine. I mean, shit, Assassin's Creed's doing it this time around.
Sure.
And if it's a cool character, awesome. If the character development sucks, if it's a fucking dude character and the character development sucks like goddamn Duke Nukem, the last one, Duke Nukem Forever, it's fucking terrible. I don't fucking, fuck you at the moment.
The game's not out.
That game came out years ago, Fred.
Duke Nukem Forever?
Fred, are you having an epiphany right now that you didn't realize that Duke Nukem Forever came out?
It didn't come out. That game never came out.
That game came out in 2013, and it had horrible reviews.
Full of shit. I'm going to Google this right now.
Everybody listen to Fred freak the fuck out right now. Sorry, it was 2011.
Okay, because this game was in development for like 20 years. Let me see.
You didn't know this game came out, Fred?
No, it didn't come out. There's no fucking way. There's a fake...
fake what?
Cover.
Fake cover? That's the fucking real cover, Fred.
Did they really release this game?
They released this game in 2011. I said 2013. It was 2011. It was horrible.
So we waited from 1996 to 2011, and they released a game that got a 54 on Metacritic?
Yeah, it was terrible, dude.
That's some fucking bullshit.
Here's why. They didn't actually...
I'm mad.
Yeah, they didn't actually... They just updated the graphics. They never updated the engine.
They didn't actually work on the game any of that time.
No, so here's the thing.
They were just like, oh, we got the go-ahead, and they got the money to, I don't know, pay people to update the graphics, and then that's it?
Yeah, they did. And so the thing is,
bullshit.
I feel like, I'm sorry, but to tell you this, they didn't update the engine to where pretty much it was just a big piece of shit game. And like the mechanics were terrible, the engine was shit. It played like shit. It played like a game from the late 90s. And you know what's funny? There was like a $200 Balls of Steel edition that came with a fucking bust of Duke Nukem and all this other extra shit. And it's like
everyone should be fired from the earth for that. 2K Games.
They still have the license, and there's rumors that they will actually make a great Duke Nukem game one day. That was just in development hell for years, and it just got fucking I
hope all the studios suck right this minute.
It was actually 3D Realms helped develop it, and then Gearbox is the one that got the rights to it at the end, and they just kind of put it out. So maybe they acquired Duke Nukem in 2008. We don't have time for this shit. Also, they are the ones that made Aliens Colonial Marines, which fucked me over as well. Sorry. Well, I'm not sorry.
Some companies, they just cash in. They don't care. All they care about is that you're a fan.
But Gearbox is a good studio, so it's kind of...
No, well, you know, once upon a time.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Thank you for listening to Game Genies.
My name is Ryan. This has been Frederick, the man of the hour. He is a little boy, and he likes to drink sours. What do you think about that?
My name is Fred.
Game Genies.